bad. I don't understand what's happening here. My daughter used to excel in English. It was her best subject. But ever since she transferred here, her grades have dropped. She even avoids the classes. I want to know why her teacher has let this happen.
We take academic concerns seriously, Mr. Kartner, and I really appreciate that you're bringing this to my attention. Emma, can you tell us what's been going on? Because me and your mother really wants to help you.
I don't know, it's just different here, you know. In my old school, everything was different. So here, like, things feels chaotic. My teacher asked us to debate, speak randomly, and like discuss everything on the spot. So I need time to speak, and my mind just freezes at all. So you know, I was very good and proactive student, and right now I just stopped trying.
See? She's struggling. This is affecting her confidence. Miss Reynolds should have noticed it and adjusted.
I understand everything, and I will try my best to help you to solve this problem. And I think we need to bring Miss Reynolds in to hear her perspectives.
I understand concerns about Emma's progress. I was going to schedule a meeting to discuss about this. I was observing Emma during my class, hoping she would adapt, and I don't believe throwing students in situations that they can handle, but I do believe they still need a push to grow. So my teacher method isn't about memorization, but it's about real communication. And I believe that students should speak more fluently, even if it's sometimes inaccurate. And for that, they need confidence through real-time discussions, other than repeating textbook exercises.
But that's the problem. I'm not confident, and when I want to answer something, everything goes blank on my mind, and I need time to process everything in my mind before I say something. I know that you say it's okay and it's not just a big mistake, but you know, I can't help myself feeling I will sound ridiculous when I blurt out some wrong talking, and in the class when everyone is talking and I just can't form a sentence, I feel like I don't belong there.
I see, Emma, and I don't want you to feel that way. My goal was to challenge you and not to make you anxious. But speaking is a skill that's learned through practice and real-life conversations. And I wanted to push you past that point of hesitation I thought you had. I tried to add more dynamic activities in my classroom because in real life, you won't have conversations with a script. And in my classes, you have to be fast in reacting, engaging, and thinking. That's what makes learning exciting, in my opinion. But now I understand that my approach isn't good for all students, and for students like you, I need to ease it more gradually.
So what do you think, Dr. Foster?
This sounds like a clash between teaching methods and the students' learning style. So, Emma, let me ask you a few questions. Do you ever feel this way about any other subjects?
Yes, every time, and my stomach feels tight. I try to plan answers in advance, but I can never predict what's going to be asked, so it's useless. I just feel stupid sitting here hoping I won't be called on.
Emma, do you feel nervous before every English class?
Not really. Math and English have clear rules. Even history have correct answers, but in English there is no single right answer. And in English I need to create something in the moment, and that makes me panic.
I see. And have you always preferred thinking before speaking, even outside of class?
Yeah, I don't like rushing into conversations. I'd rather listen, think before, and then respond when I'm sure I have worthwhile to say.
Miss Reynolds, do you notice this pattern in Emma? Have you seen any signs of discomfort before?
Now that I think about it, yes, she was always hesitant to raise her hand, and whenever she was called on, she always took longer to answer than the other students. First, I thought that she just needed a push, and now I see that she wasn't just unwilling, she was overwhelmed.
Do you often use highly interactive activities?
Absolutely, I believe in active learning. And I want my students to think fast and to communicate naturally, like come out of their shells. But now I see that not every student has this nature in them.
This is actually a common difference between personalities. Emma, have you even taken an MBTI test?
No, but I heard of it.
It might help explain what's happening here. From what you're describing, you're more likely to be INTJ person, people who prefer deep thinking, structural learning rather than spontaneous debates, while Miss Reynolds as an ESTP person, she is more of quick decision making, an energetic person, hands-on applications. So actually this is why Emma finds your classes so stressful. It is against her natural way of processing information.
Our school values innovative teaching, but we also believe in supporting individual students' needs. Miss Reynolds, would you be open to modifying your methods slightly for different students like Emma?
Of course, I want every of my students to succeed, and if it means that my adjustments can help Emma, and not only Emma, but every student like her to succeed, then without compromising my lesson plan, then yes.
A balance is a key. Maybe Emma could be given more time to prepare her responses beforehand rather than answering on spot. Structured speaking exercises could help her gain confidence again, gradually.
That's a good idea. Maybe I can announce the topic of my discussions beforehand, so my students like Emma can prepare beforehand and organize their thoughts.
I think that would help. I don't want to avoid classes. I just need time to feel that I can contribute properly.
I just want my daughter to feel comfortable. Thank you for listening.
Then it sounds like we have a plan, so let's check in and after a few weeks and see how things improve.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Lane, to interrupt.
No, come in.
I wanted to ask for some advice.
Okay.
I have a student who struggles with spontaneous speaking, and I've been pushing her, but now it ended up making her more anxious. What methods could I use for students like this?
So actually that's a common a challenge that many teachers face, not only you, so that's okay. So we have a lot of students that feel shy and unsure in class, so we need a well-structured and clear instructions to start to them feeling comfortable in class. One helpful idea is to give them discussion questions ahead of time so they can think and prepare their answers, and after that they can confidently answer in front of the class. And the next approach is to give them a time, write down their ideas that they can think firstly, and after they can write down all of their thoughts and ideas to the note, that after they will answer all of the questions confidently. So the last and the important one is to pair the students, that they can discuss all of the questions and answer to these questions together and share their ideas to each other, and after that they will share their ideas, their thoughts with the whole class. So this kind of methods can help you to your students to gain confidence. Yeah.
That makes sense. I want my students to gain confidence, not fear my class.
Exactly. Challenge them and meet them where they are. So balance is everything.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.